Hi everyone, Daisy here again with day 1 of 12 Days of Christmas with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. We are doing our top 12 favorite Christmas songs, and today is Santa Baby. And I'm also combining this with Quilters Vibe for November. And Alex chose this beautiful quilt, and it has some great stripes in it and everything, and I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with it until Christy kind of gave me the idea of using a like pre-striped paper. So the quilt is by Bonnie Hunter and it's called Strip Twist. I will include her Instagram down below. We actually have her information, so I will put it down below, as well as all of the other ladies playing along, and as well as, you know, Christy's channel too, so you can check out her 12 days. So I'm starting out with these 3 different papers. I had a couple of thoughts on how I was going to do this layout, and then it turns out some are completely different. So I cut some 4x4 square, 4x4? Yeah, 4x4 squares, and then some 2x2 squares. And that stripe paper is kind of my like starting off point. I thought it went really well with the quilt. And so I was going to do like this kind of design, but I'm going to change this. Now the pattern papers that I'm using are from a Michaels Hot Buy pad, something about cocktails or something. I'm pretty sure I picked it up last year at Michaels when it was on sale. And so I was thinking something like this, and then I'm like, no. And then I tried putting the stripe paper inside the stripe squares, and I'm like, ooh, I really like that. How can I make that work? I was thinking about using this colored background, but I'm going to end up changing that. I thought maybe I could pull in another piece and do like one of those like diagonal kind of designs, which would have been cool if I would have cut that like diagonally. I would have liked that. That would have been okay, but I don't do that. Although now I'm wishing I did. Anyhow, I really think it's cool, the design that putting the 2x2 square inside the 4x4 square kind of creates, like the weird optical illusion thing. So I was hoping that I had another one of these stripe papers, because I was going to fill the whole paper, like do the whole thing with that. But this is kind of the layout that I'm going to end up with. I'm using that teal paper in the middle, and then the stripe papers on the top and bottom. Now I have this photo of my daughter. It's a Snapchat filter with a Santa hat on, and it's just super cute. So I printed it out twice, once in color, once in black and white. I thought I wasn't going to want to use the color one, but then I just ended up using both of them. And I'm using this cut apart sheet and cutting a couple of things apart here. One that says "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas." One that says "Dear Santa, I want it all," and one that says "'Tis the season to sparkle." And I'm going to use all of those cut aparts on here. I'm going to rough up the edges here of this stripe paper. And then I switched out that background paper to just a plain white cardstock. I don't know why. Just for fun, I guess. Because I have a ton of it, and so I probably thought I would be wasting the teal cardstock. Just sticking this middle piece in here, and then working on roughing up the rest of the edges. And I'm just using ATG to stick it down. I was going to stitch it down, but I don't know. I couldn't be bothered this night, I guess, to move my sewing machine into my scrap space. So yeah, I just didn't do that. But yeah, just spending time roughing this up. So I could have probably sped this up a little bit more. I hope everybody's having a great kind of holiday season. what is it? Oh, yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody was safe and stays healthy. I'm actually recording this a week early, and we are not planning on doing anything for Thanksgiving. I think we might actually order Chinese food, just because it just seems like, I don't know, we've given up on 2020. We're just like riding it out. So that was our plan as a family. Like, we've kind of come to this consensus that we're just riding it out. So now I'm sticking down the center squares, and I am popping them up on some fun foam. I am also using my T-square ruler to try to make them straight-ish. I think they end up a little bit crooked, but I attempted it, so that's all that matters. And I just really like that. I don't know why. It just makes my eyes happy when I look at the cool pattern that makes. So I'm just using liquid adhesive because my ATG hates the fun foam with a passion. It's a new hatred. I've never had a problem with it until like the last couple of weeks, and now it just won't stick to it, and it keeps breaking my machine, my ATG runner thing. So whatever, I'll just use liquid adhesive, but it drives me freaking crazy. Excuse the almost swear there. It really does drive me bananas though, because I just want to stick two things together. Isn't that like your only job, ATG? Right? So anyhow, rant over. So now I'm using this little scrap piece of paper. I think this is another paper that is a hot buy from a different pad probably, but I actually have no idea. I don't remember where I got this one from. And just kind of tearing around the edges and sticking it down. I just want a really thin kind of border around the photos. And then I was wishing I had made it even thinner, but too late. So yeah, I'm going to cover some of it up. So I'm going to fuss around with this for a little bit. So if you remember, my inspiration is Santa Baby, the song for this. So I wanted that to be my title, but then I'm like, where am I going to put a title like that? So yeah. So now I'm going to try to cram everything together so that I can have that open space over there for my title. So I'm just gonna stick that one up at the top, and then see, I'm gonna try to force it, and it's not very happy about it. And then sticking that down, and then I'm gonna put these down here, but I needed to cut this green one a little bit smaller so that it'll fit nicer in there. And then I hadn't cut this one straight at all because I just cut it out by hand, so I had to straighten that up a little bit. And then I'm going to layer them down there. And then I decided, and I don't like this and I wish I hadn't done this, but I'm going to put these presents in the center of all of those squares. And I mean, I guess it's fine, but you know, once it was on there, it's like, ugh, I don't like this. Can I take it off? But no, it's too late, so I'm just going to leave it and deal with it, but I'm not happy about it. But I thought it was fitting because, you know, the song Santa Baby is about getting presents, so. And yeah, just fussing around. Fuss, fuss, fuss. And then I'm going to add these poinsettia flowers. They're really pretty and I like them a lot. This came from again, I think another hot buy pad, like the one with the Yetis, pretty sure. Also probably from last year. Okay, so my title is going to be Santa Baby, and I'm using these big thickers. They're like kind of iridescent. to spell out Santa Baby, and then I wanted more. So I went through the lyrics in my head, and so it's going to be Santa Baby, I've been an angel all year, because that's one of the lines in the song. And it just seemed fitting for this, because that's my youngest daughter, and she is the baby of the family, and yeah, she gets away with everything, so it's kind of one of those like tongue-in-cheek kind of things, that she's been an angel all year. I mean, my kids are really very well behaved, and I am very proud of them for being so well behaved, and people comment on it. Like, it's when they were younger, when we went out to restaurants and stuff, we would have people come comment on how well behaved our children are, which I'm like, really? They're crazy. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, but they really are. In comparison to some of my friends' children, they are very well behaved. And so, you know, she really is an angel, but in the family she also gets away with a lot. So so I'm using these little thickers they're actually glitter, and I love them. So I had 2 packs of them because I had to buy more before they are all gone. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of my layout. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, I will include links down below to all the ladies playing along with Quilters Vibe, which is Alex and Christy and Sarah. I'll also have the link down for Bonnie, the creator of the quilt. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.